Man, we just talking about many things. This ain't even scheduled. This ain't even planned. It's just how it is. You know what I'm saying? So, y'all join, sit back, like, subscribe, share, and if you like more of this, let me know what it is. We live. So check this out, right? Like, I'm gonna ask my fam right here. Hey, like, so where do y'all stand on the fact where people just try not to do better with their situation? They just mad you get out of, let's just say the hose, but they ain't doing nothing to jump on it or they
If anybody's mad about the situation, they should do something about the situation.
well, they don't know how
You
cooking
can't
stuff.
wait. You can't wait for somebody to hand you a better situation.
Or a motherfucker can have the guidelines, the regulations, and you feel me, have the blueprint
Mm.
You still have to do
and still not groom themselves, take showers, or at least look presentable.
Like present yourself how you want to be how you want to be taken in. You want pity. That's what it look like for to be out there. On.
A motherfucker be like, not bad for the lady, but the person be like, I want to be treated like a king, but you looking like
You dressed as a peasant.
a hobo.
A bum. You carry yourself as a bum. You smell like a bum. You ain't even trying. You mad this nigga going to the casino pulling bad bitches, and you like, man, I look good. Yeah, you not ugly, may not be, but you ain't showing what you want to get for. You ain't hitting no nothing. Why you ain't getting no bum bitches? It's people for everybody. I'm
it.
saying,
You dress for the job you want, not for the job you have.
come on, my nigga. What the pursuit of happiness showed you that? I'm just saying. Maybe I'm
Okay,
tripping.
well, let me touch on this.
Mm.
This is my problem. Women, when you treat them with respect, they don't even want that.
And
And
want you to
then-
put your hands on the shit.
Then when you try to treat them with respect and tell them if you don't like their dress code, they tell you how grown they are.
Mm.
But if they're exposing their body like that, then they can't be treated no different way than the way they get treated.
Right. Right.
Like I said, dress for the job you want, not for the job you have.
They just don't they don't
If you dressing like a hoe, then you don't be perceived as that.
they don't I feel like they just don't really want it like that because they're so busy feeding into the story that everything's gonna go their way. I mean, for what you to say to be a lie, there would be women who will smack a nigga and not expect no type of retaliation. They'll slap a motherfucker and turn around and walk off.
Oh, they want you to be a man then. I mean, so, what is it? Hell, what's the word? No.
Not restraint? What you
No,
trying to say?
Not restraint.
Simp. You just let anybody beat up on you and shit. You want to say
When,
simple?
when you take the groceries in.
Simple, like polite.
It's
You,
another word.
They want you to be a gentleman. They want you to be polite. They want you to be
civil, it's civilry,
Assertive? No.
not assertive, not assertive.
Damn.
a butler.
Man, etiquette.
Etiquette.
That's the word I want.
They want you to have more etiquette at that point.
Okay. They want you to have etiquette when you go out to eat.
Uh huh.
Okay. But then you order all this stuff and you put all this sauce
What's
on
up,
it.
Diane?
It ain't no etiquette.
What's up,
You
Avery?
find us at the table.
Right,
Because that's what you do at home.
right.
So half of these women, you can't take them out nowhere where you can expose them to something better.
Right.
Because they don't even know how to dress better.
But see, they don't. We don't even get to the stage to even know. We don't even get to the stage to even know. Like, see, a lot of motherfuckers don't even know the woman they trying to even date. Like I said, back to the peasant trying to date the queen. Aladdin trying to get Jasmine, right? My nigga,
We'll say,
ain't nobody even paying attention to the fact that you're not even like improving or at least understanding who or this relationship you're trying to build is. You just see this bitch and you think this bitch is Queen motherfucking Cleopatra, and you go over her house and she.
on the body. You know what I'm saying? What about that big brain?
That's what I'm saying. You don't even y'all, we don't even have time to even talk about like just get the talk. There's no talking stage. It's just I fuck and we straight. That's what they be acting like it is. They don't even be wanting to get to really know a nigga if the nigga ain't showing no money. So let alone we gonna talk about, you know what I'm saying? She giving a fuck about how a nigga appearance is. You out there shooting above the rim. A lot of men don't really shoot where they need to be, and a lot of women don't have accountability.
Right.
It's a losing battle.
Well, the way it's so messed up nowadays is this. Number one, half the niggas need a woman, so they will be something.
Half niggas need a woman. Yes, that's true.
And
That
then
motivates the
the
woman.
women need a nigga so they can be something.
Yeah,
So it's a wanted thing.
It's
But
a
you should be
validation.
something separate.
right.
You should be something without the other person.
Right. That's what you bring yourself, your uniqueness
Yeah.
to make something new.
Yeah, you bringing something to the party, but shit, if both y'all ain't got shit at the party, ain't no party.
But that's why they call it a relationship. That's why I'm saying people don't have time to make their relation. They think a relation is only fucking.
Oh, it's fucking,
Yeah.
I mean-
But you done did that the first 2 times you done met. Now
Right.
you ain't talk to her. You really don't even know her last name.
You probably got a pregnant. You probably got a.
And look, you don't know where she's staying because you don't pick her up over her homegirl house.
Come
Right?
on.
Yeah.
But then we get on these social media sites and we gotta validate our feelings. Niggas ain't shit, women ain't shit. Boy, I tell you, it's crazy. Let's go overseas, passport bros, all this shit. Like, bro, what okay. If you really don't know what you fishing for, then what bait are you using?
Right.
If you dead ass in the game playing,
You don't even know how to wait your line, right? Because you don't even know what you're fishing for.
you don't even know what book to read because you don't even know what you're trying to learn. A lot of motherfuckers just out here seeing how far they can go freestyle and they want to blame everything. I got it by myself. I did it on my own. Good, great, and perfect. But
Well, I can tell
certain
you like
things
this right
need to
here.
take. You need to take notes. You see motherfuckers fell around here every goddamn day, and you doing the same shit they do.
You gotta look at where you come from.
Look at where you come from, right
First
now.
of all, look at where you come from.
What's up, Father Angel?
And then that way, you really know what game you need to play. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
If you came from the hood, daddy sold something, mama sold something,
Something
be whatever it was.
be what it may.
Okay, and you came up in that atmosphere, then okay, I can understand if you just want to sit in that atmosphere.
Yeah, you just want to dwell into that, but that's comfortability.
Middle, lifestyle. Say your mama, your daddy had a decent job.
It's gonna get better,
y'all
Father.
was in some bricks.
We live.
Okay, but so you're looking at the higher level than that, and you're looking at the lower level of that.
Right, you're not low vibrations as people want to use nowadays, right?
So you got a little leeway to play with. Like the joker you could say about South Oak Cliff and Oak Cliff.
Mm.
You know what the difference in South Oak Cliff and Oak Cliff is?
What's the difference in South Oak Cliff and Oak Cliff?
Oak Cliff, your parents can make you born. South Oak Cliff, you want to ride it, ride.
Damn. That's a fucked up joke.
Well, it's true. Check this out.
I felt that.
The 2 post offices for that entire area,
Mm-hmm.
DeSoto, Duncanville,
Mm-hmm.
West Dallas, all that. Okay?
All that.
Is right there on Oak Cliff side,
Right.
not South Oak Cliff side.
Once you hit
Okay,
South Oak
so
Cliff.
the dude, our parents
Mm-hmm.
worked at the post office, this, that, other. Sock. They working at the convenience store, this, that. and the other.
Okay, I
You
catch
know
you.
what I'm saying? So yeah, it's a difference. But both of them are hustlers. It's just a different way they got started. That's just like Yellow Bees. Yellow
Mm.
Bees stay a half a block
When you say that, you gotta remind me, Father, and tell me.
and
Go
been
ahead.
raised up right there.
Mm-hmm.
He not selling drugs. His mom been working for the post office her whole entire life.
That-
She a
you're right.
postman.
Right.
So what would he know about going out and selling drugs?
All
When
that.
they have a 2-story house to begin.
Come on, man. See, come on.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
come on
Now, I'm
now.
gonna tell you about me.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
We live.
As a child that's had it all.
Come on now.
I could write a book
Mm-hmm.
and just tell you every aspect of shit you don't even know.
Right.
Okay, like this.
Oh, Magic, what's up, baby?
I'm 54 now.
Right.
Okay. I've been knowing how to drive ever since I was 8 years old. I've been knowing how to cook ever since I was 8. My parents worked shift work, 12 on and 12 off. So somebody's at the house with me, but they're asleep.
Right.
I prepare their meals.
Right.
Okay.
You
I
take
go to
care of
school every
them.
day.
You still doing what you gotta do at that
I
time
go to
too.
school every day.
Right.
I got a Doberman.
Mm.
He's red. His name is Taxi.
Taxi.
Reason why his name Taxi because I can ride his ass around.
Come on now, that's that Doberman, baby.
Okay. Now, I live in a part of the suburbs that they just got started.
Mm-hmm.
So, what's his name? Larry 2000 Jones from Dallas Cowboys.
Mhm.
He stayed 2 houses down from us.
Type shit.
Okay. So we ain't hurting for nothing.
Nice to see you, Magic.
I learned how to drive early. I learned how to be Never was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Never was a kid. Okay. Went to school. Did what kids do in school. But never really got in trouble unless you said something to me out the way.
Right, right.
I followed. I didn't have no big brother to go run home to.
No.
When I first moved down here, we started to fight the whole house.
Hey.
That's how it was.
The whole damn house. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have that. Okay, tell you something else that picks
Same with you, sweetheart. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Right across the street,
Mhm.
the street,
Right.
in the other neighborhood on the other side.
Over yonder, they say.
No, it wasn't over there.
Oh, it was right there.
Yeah.
Damn.
That was Tevin Campbell's side.
Mm.
This nigga wasn't in choir. He didn't play drums. He didn't hum a song.
One of them
nothing
most talented
for the
niggas.
school.
Mm. Right.
Okay. I was in choir. I played drums.
Right.
All this.
You did your
These
thing.
days before football.
Right. Right.
Okay. Boom. This nigga disappeared for 14 days and come back with a number one kid.
That's crazy.
And started out for him to go to school with no more.
That's crazy.
The
That's
only
crazy.
two black boys in the school that this nigga go back to.
That's crazy.
So, moving on. Now my dad gets a job in East Texas. We come down for the weekend down here.
Mm-hmm.
He decides to fill out the application. He called me.
You know how it go.
Boom. We sell that house and have a house built down here. So now me and my dad are the only people down here.
Yeah. Like a flip.
In my family.
Right. Well, shit.
We don't get along. But the simple fact, this is this. I'm never getting to get a child.
You move and you
Yeah.
you growing. You have to experience shit so fast.
I'm in East Texas,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm a city kid.
Mm-hmm.
So I got a mouth,
Mhm.
all that shit.
Ain't nobody telling you shit.
Well, before we left Dallas,
Mm-hmm.
or Lancaster rather, the reason we left is because my dad said if my son got a carry in the 7th grade to go to school,
Mm-hmm.
we need to move.
You think you wasn't in Memphis? Now
And
see,
we stayed, like I said, we stayed in a good suburb.
now see, right there, all that right there, right before a nigga went live, is exactly what the fuck I was talking about. Because you just explained your experience.
So,
All we can understand is what you said. And if we have anything close to relate, it's no competition or even to make it seem like it's more fucked up or more detrimental or more. No, it was like, damn, okay, shit,
my book
okay,
was The
woo.
American Kid.
So you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I remember, yeah.
I can tell you everything. Anything
But,
that you thought you
See,
wanted
that's
to
just
do,
life
I
though.
did.
Like, I just feel like people don't take time to understand each other, bruh. I understand nobody don't have to give a fuck about nobody, but if they your partner or if you gonna spend time, if you comfortable enough to take a nap around these motherfuckers, you need to know who the fuck you around.
Well, you confident enough to leave your kids around a motherfucker, have a motherfucker go pick your kids up and all this other shit.
Come
Like,
on,
bruh,
what the fuck?
Ain't too many motherfuckers that's comfortable enough or
Who
even
got sense?
to even be mine. Like
Man, come on, man. So you gotta get to know people. You gotta get to know who you are dealing with and who you around. Ain't nobody gotta do no fucking interrogation. I ain't saying no bullshit like that, but technically saying bullshit like that. Well, who the fuck are you? Get an understanding. I mean, you know, back in the day, when nigga, come on, cuz. Back in the day, you can literally just walk up to somebody. Oh yeah, yo, they said you full of life experiences. Yeah, he is. You know what I'm saying? One of those schools in there. But like I was saying, you know, we came from Memphis. So it come up when you get to meet a nigga, you literally talk to that nigga. 9 times out of 10, he tell you who he is or what he about. It's almost like second word. What he on, and if it's on some shade, you can tell. Sometimes throw you that picture, you can be like, oh, okay, you one of them. Come on. So when I be out here, yes, you do. Hold on. Yeah, you're right, Fallen. You do gotta know the person you kicking with, but you gotta know. It's not no issue. If anybody got a problem, letting you know who they is, then why the fuck they around you?
Yeah.
Why
You
the-
rather, like Joe Osteen said in No Filter, I'd rather be somewhere I'm celebrated and not tolerated.
Then tolerate. Come on,
Because
fool.
if you tolerate me, then how long would I tolerate?
Would I be tolerated? Or would I? Yeah.
Tolerate.
Yeah. saying.
can be tolerated because I know at some point in given time that I'm finna have to leave.
Come
so if I ain't
on.
celebratory when I leave to a motherfucker like, damn, son, when you coming back?
Alright.
Man, I'll be back sooner than y'all think. Be gone for like 2-3 years versus, man, you need to be gone for a
Yes,
little
it's
minute.
plenty.
Why you still here and all this other shit
Oh
like
man.
damn.
That's what
Why
I'm
you wouldn't
saying.
face or be distraught or, devastated that time a nigga leave or when a nigga ain't
See,
around.
that's
nigga,
the
you
game.
used to.
That's that lame ass game, bro. That's that manipulation. That's that mental gymnastics, the moving the goalposts, and the lack of accountability, of mental awareness, and emotional stability. These people do not understand who they are. They don't give a fuck what they are. They only want to be comfortable and get what they want. Don't care what they need.
Damn, that nigga got a sauce over there. Damn.
That's just how I feel. These motherfuckers, I ain't tell you what I know yet.
That was doing that.
I don't know, but all I'm saying is these folks be tripping, fool. Yes, lack of self-awareness, as Fallen Angel just said. Nigga, these motherfuckers don't understand themselves. So how could you understand anybody else?
That's what I was talking to him about.
Mm,
I want to donate a studio for this.
that'd be nice. We be live. Q be turning up with his ideas. I still got like the other two niggas. Give me a second. I gotta write one of these hoes
I
down.
have a whole house, but I don't live in it. I go take a shower. My mama says it's a big closet.
That's crazy, man. Got a big closet. Call that a house though.
Yeah, it's like, don't talk to me about some shit you gotta live with.
I'm lit. I'm lit, dude.
Don't
for
worry
mine.
about it, we take care of that.
But anywho, like I was saying though, the thing about it, I hate how motherfuckers get caught up in the hype. How when they upset, they believe everything on the internet, bro. You know what I'm talking about? If you feel like you should have out the motherfucker, they gonna look at everything on the internet to justify that shit or listen to music like that. You feel what I'm saying? I hate that shit. Motherfuckers don't really want to grow, bro. See, I'm one to talk. I'm petty. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? But motherfuckers really ain't like me, fool. Motherfuckers ain't trifling and meticulous as I can get, fool.
No. And that's why they show their colors, cause
They think this shit.
They think this shit cute.
Oh. So-
So how you can really be fucked.
And then it's crazy.
Versus being the gentleman or being kind
And
or
it's-
being the motherfucker that, hey, this is what you saying that you want.
This is
in
what you
all
asking
aspects.
for.
Yeah. So you feel me? When you get it, then you try to treat it as the same as a fuck nigga, and then when we show our fuck nigga tendencies, like
Oh, it's crazy.
now we weird, now we switching up, now it's all this and all that. No, we just giving you what you used
This
to.
is
'cause
what
that's
you asked for.
want. Versus no, she asked for the good nigga, the respectful nigga, the nigga that's gonna do this and do that. But when we giving it to them, then we get treated like the last nigga. But let me show you that I can do what the last nigga did, but actually
Better.
I don't give a fuck.
Hold on,
Right.
hold on.
You wouldn't even know I did it
One
though.
thing wrong with that.
Okay.
One thing wrong with that is you let them take you there. Never let them take
I'm not gonna hold you. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's never be taken there. I was already there to begin with. I was holding back.
Because I at the time it was still feelings, or it
And that's
might be
my
feelings
benefit of the
where-
doubt.
I'm gonna tell you this though, as the oldest nigga in the room,
Cook,
with the most experience.
cook.
Okay. Sometimes you just gotta ball things up, ball this shit up, and break it in half.
Mm-hmm.
And since you got a handful,
Right.
just stick that shit in
A
your
fistful
pocket.
of tears and put it up. Okay.
When a
Okay,
woman is
okay.
emotional, then bet they want us to come to them and talk to them. And when we do come and talk to them, oh, it's blown out of proportion, or this ain't that, or this.
You gotta-
She ain't gonna want
You gotta leave them type of women alone though. So that's just that part right there. I caught that though.
I mean, women,
Not every-
not just
Yeah.
women that you know in the past that I dealt with, but
Right.
how many women do you know personally or from experience, from hearing from others,
That I've witnessed.
or whatever the case or scenario may have been?
Y'all got the thesaurus on y'all side of the room, but y'all use all these big old words.
Like, it just look like an average nothing ass hood nigga.
Woo! Pick that up for me, baby.
We educated as fuck. That's why we act ass the way we do.
Yeah.
Because we know.
It's just a donkey. This ain't Shrek too. But see, check it. Cause I go green like the ogre do. I'm just saying though, it's crazy out here. Like, I don't have time. I don't have time for pity parties,
The
bro.
minute you see that they don't want something decent,
No, God, the gingerbread.
pick your little marbles up, or not saying,
Yeah.
go home.
Yep.
I'm telling you.
I'm taking my
I'm telling
ball and going home.
you. Because the more you're around, the more they're plotting,
Yes.
and they get better at the plotting, because they're gonna get you comfortable.
Yeah, bitch, don't get too close.
But what women fail to realize.
And others, but we cooking on that because you got your point. You stand on your point because I'm talking about. Go ahead.
What women fail to realize is we get our game from a woman. 9 times out of 10, our father figures ain't in our life, one in our life.
See,
Well,
now.
I got something to say on that point. I got something to say.
I fuck with where you at, and this is perfect, and this is nothing against you.
My mama raised me.
Now both of y'all
Coming from our
cooking.
woman.
Both of y'all cooking.
Our mama.
Now ain't nothing against it. Y'all are the
Our
exception.
woman.
No, but y'all are the exception of this.
No. I'm just
Not everybody grew up
I
with.
got something.
No, but let me say this then, because you
Hold on, I
don't
got
finish.
something.
Let say the best for that. Let me say this though.
Okay, go ahead.
Y'all are the exception. I was blessed to be raised by both until my father passed away. And I'm just saying, they was old though, so I was raised with the 19 fucking 50s or some shit type of doctrine, so I'm different, but still, I get it. I get what you're saying when you say you get game. But where I'm coming from with that, it's still the lack of that other, which no disrespect, somehow y'all found a way to make it. It was some strong figure in your mind, in your life, somewhere that kept y'all somewhere on the not being a bitch made ass, whining, crybaby ass, mama boy, traumatized ass young fuck nigga.
Damn.
Cause that's what a lot of folks be having going on.
Right?
They'll start blaming, I ain't have no
Hey,
daddy. And they,
this rounds it all off right here. I was raised by a woman
Right on.
and my dad at the same time. I had both parents in the house. Like I said, my dad said, when you have to carry a pistol to school,
Yeah.
then we need to leave that school. Okay? At the same time, in order to say that,
Mhm.
because my mama, as well as put the hammer in my hand, she put a pistol in my hand. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, ain't nobody, just look at it like this, ain't nobody gonna ever call their mama a hoe,
Come on now.
okay? But there's always been a Mr. John, or Miss Henry, something around. And
we ain't gonna tell that lie.
once he left,
Well,
y'all had what you
I
needed.
said exceptions now.
You had what you needed, right? You had what you needed. So you
Yeah.
ain't gonna never call your mama a hoe, but it was always a Mr. John Henry around.
Somebody.
Hey, you go down the street, go back, or go do your homework, then talk to Mr. John Henry for a second, and you had what you want.
I can't what you said.
You want John Henry around your way? Okay. Okay.
See, I said, I told you, they exceptions. No disrespect, and that ain't nothing
Yeah.
wrong. That ain't nothing against
Well,
it.
see,
You
that's
see what
what
I'm
I'm
trying to say?
saying.
Cuz, you ain't coming off like what I was talking about, bro. You know them incel ass nigga. You know them weird ass nigga. I'm not even using the
Yeah, see, that's
incel
what I'm saying.
term.
I stayed in a two-parent household.
Hold on, go ahead. What you
Let
saying?
me tell you something.
What's up?
Y'all say something about
Cook.
raised of a woman.
Yeah.
The crazy part about it is the thing called learning how to adapt. If you
Yeah.
learn how to adapt,
Yeah.
do you not realize?
But see, all of them ain't all of them ain't.
But no, let them finish. If you learn how
That's
to
the
adapt.
crazy part.
You
My
see-
mama also taught when
See?
it came down to it, you better learn how to shut the fuck up and just listen.
Come on, my
Yeah.
nigga.
But a lot of
Sometimes
them
you listen and seen and not heard.
Come on.
But they want to be heard and
And not seen.
But why you think most of these females decide they want to talk about this shit? Do you
Come
not realize how
on.
much, do you not realize how much stuff
Because
you
they
able to
wanna-
get away with by sitting there shutting up, being quiet?
Right.
Bro,
They don't realize.
it's just,
My point, because
This
you want
is
to
a
be
man's-
heard.
you wanna be heard,
seen.
you wanna be,
But
yeah.
at the same time, listen to what you just said. It's a man's world. But
Yeah.
also, what did he say?
But there ain't
It wouldn't
nothing
be nothing
without a
women.
woman.
A woman
Okay.
because we'll be killing each other.
Okay.
Okay.
That's the whole
That's
point.
what it is.
Dealing with aggression.
That-
We're
that-
not aggression.
exactly, and a lot of niggas be trying to find that they go hyper emotional and they fuck it up. See, they
Yeah,
fuck
so-
up. So that's what we was just saying. See, all the anomalies. That's what I'm
Say
saying.
hyper what? What did you say? I want you to repeat. No.
Hyper focus?
Hyper who?
That's it. I said hyper focus. They be hyper emotional.
Hyper focus. Okay, cool.
That's why I
I
said-
want to hear you say right. I
Don't use this shit. But nah, like, you ain't wrong. And see, that's what I'm saying. And then people be wanting to, women be wanting to say, I'm going too far. I'm not saying you can't do it by yourself. What I'm saying is, it be in your best. It be in the child. It'll be. Come on. Cause look, it'll be in the child's and your best interest if you have a father figure in there.
Make sure you understand this what
But it ain't needed
Okay,
sometimes.
This is
But a
gonna
lot
tear
of
you
people
up.
ain't
You
got
want a
that.
woman that's what now?
Nah, this is gonna tear you up.
Cook.
You know the difference between, and this is so fucked up, I love it. You know the difference between being raised by a man and a woman?
What's the difference between being raised by a man or a
You
woman?
gonna be a cleaner man.
No,
You
it
raised by a woman.
ain't even that.
What?
You gonna be an emotional nigga if you raised by a woman, and if you
That's
raised
one.
by a
But
man,
hear me
then
out.
they gonna look at you as this
You're gonna
uptight ass
do-
nigga that don't get no fucking as hard.
But every time you make a decision, what do you do?
Get stern.
Every time you make a decision, what do you do?
You gotta have a conversation about it.
So what do you use?
Your mind.
Okay, 9 times out of 10, when you're raised by a man, what are your main points that you know how to do?
Body.
Make a point.
Okay, so what is fighting?
Survivor.
Physical, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay then. So if you think about it, when you're raised more by a man, what is he mainly teaching you?
Assertiveness.
Well, see, okay,
Not
yeah.
survival.
You know what I'm saying is
Exactly.
he's
I
mainly
get it.
teaching you how to be more physical than
Right.
anything.
Well,
Yeah,
but
he's
this
teaching you
world-
how to think, but
Yeah.
he's mainly teaching you how to think, how to do something more
So you
physical.
also need that woman.
Well, see, that's the
Yeah, I see what you think. That's the same thing.
That's the
Yeah, but man, I'm more logical. You need that emotional.
Okay,
See, it's a balance.
That's
It's a
what
balance.
makes me the perfect person. Because like I said, I was raised in
There's
a
nothing against it.
household.
It's a balance.
Look.
But they anomalies though. They cooking.
There was still a Mr. John
Mm-hmm.
and there was a Miss Lee.
But see that life. But that's life. I'm no disrespect.
Yeah, that's right.
Just because it's life don't mean it's right, but that don't mean it's wrong as well.
It takes
Cook.
a lot to keep a marriage together. But when you start acquiring
Raised by a
things,
man, they are
big
taught by
pieces
physical
of
and
things,
less emotional.
then you don't want
Where
to
with
leave
a
this
woman,
thing.
they are
Because
raised
as
by
a man, you
emotions.
get comfortable.
That's exactly what she just said.
You get comfortable. You know what I'm saying? With your
When
big truck,
when
Walmart grill,
when a
and
kid is
your
raised
type
by a
shit,
man,
you
they
get
are taught
comfortable. With your truck
they
under
are
the
taught
car,
they are
you know what I'm
taught
saying?
they are
You don't
taught by
worry no
physical
apartment,
and
no
less
trash, you know
emotional.
what I'm saying? That's just
Emotion, I
true.
mean. Whereas with the woman,
So,
they are raised by
Ever
emotion.
since I was like,
That's coming from woman
I
magical.
think
Yeah,
ever
exactly
since
what
I
you
was
said. That's what magical
like
said. So I'm yeah,
11 or
yeah.
12,
My bad.
raised in the
Man, I'm a
bedroom.
masculine, but it comes down to that though. Yeah. Understand shit, yeah. And you understand. You gotta see, like I said, we anomalies, my nigga. You feel me? It's just how it go. We different. We ain't slow. We just talking too fast for.
They just let the kid challenge it.
They got a dog named Rose.
Hey, they don't play the kitchen because I was fucking behind. But let me say this, man. You know, a whole different street. A whole different.
Emotional, physical.
Yes, man. Yes, I know exactly how dangerous an emotional and physical thing is. Emotion, the thought process. That because
This is why I'm telling
It's
y'all
the-
not to be
it's-
emotional about it, because I have Bell palsy.
it's the ignorance of it all.
And that's what it do.
A man only get by with what a woman. allows
Every
him to
generation
get
is
by
different
with.
because we evolve. Exactly, you're right. We're gonna make it work. It's just like I said, we don't have the answers. This is just an open conversation.
Yeah, being where we at. How many
Gang.
motherfuckers have you heard that say that been with a motherfucker that's abusive and all this other shit?
That
do
shit.
That's still a man will only
Tolerate.
No. A man will only do
Mm.
what a woman allow them to.
Ooh, say that one more time.
A man would only do what a woman allow them to. And my ex-wife didn't even admit to that.
That's bullshit.
So,
That's
with
crazy.
that being said, they love the shit. They fuck with the shit. If they don't want the shit, you know how many of these females will tell you, nah, I don't want that. I don't like that. Why you doing it? They gonna quickly point it out. But if they ain't, they gonna continuously egg you, provoke you to where, yeah, that's what they want, they gonna get it. And when you give to them, depending on how you give it to them, oh, that ain't what I wanted, but I'm going to satisfy for it because next time I'm going to teach you because we going to have that conversation.
And there it goes.
And
The
there it
never
goes.
even
That's
circle.
it.
The never ending cycle continues.
The boomerang effect.
It comes right back.
Right.
A classic. But we moving on, but we in the past.
Well, that's what I was telling him about his situation. My
My
parents
bad.
is like his
Show me on the
situation.
cigarette.
Like his situation. Only they haven't acquired a lot of stuff. Once they start acquiring a house.
No, it's not always true. That's what I'm saying. Life is full of ups. Oh, good looking. I got you.
Once you
Yes,
start
sir.
acquiring houses and mortgages and car notes, and see, that's what I was explaining to you. Family credit husband and wife joint credit.
Well, of course
It's
not,
easier.
Magic.
Yeah, but shit,
Everybody don't make the mistakes. We're just speaking on the what's being projected on social media, or the people that indulge in that type of thought process, because that's all they're gonna get fed into. It's gonna be one person on one side against the other, which is really everybody need to grow.
She's gonna want to come along, and I'm not just gonna let her sit there. I'll pay for her weight, but at the end of the day, I don't want her to feel what she still could have had, but she.
Well,
Type shit.
If y'all want
Tell me your life
separate,
you done
not
with
stay in the same house together, then that comes with a whole different set of rules. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Respect is respect. I mean, both ways. You can't be popping up over there.
It always is, unless you're not willing to find
understanding.
understanding.
You know what I'm saying? Certain events, you know, you have to get understandings about Mother's Day.
Yeah,
Father's
that's
Day.
what people need to really
You know
do.
what I'm saying?
No fucking.
No fucking.
No fuck it. Get more of an understanding.
Sex out of it, you're doing great.
There you go,
You're doing great. Because sex just brings the emotions back.
But where's the conversation though? That's what I'm trying to. That's what I've always
I
said.
have bell boxing.
Right.
And when I first learned of what it was and why I was doing this, why it was happening, the therapist they sent me to, she wanted me to talk. And I said, about what? She says, you're worrying about something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Something you
Not
really
just-
wasn't even
not
grasping
just
at that
making it in
point.
the world, not just a better job, not just a better car. You're worried about something. So I told her, I said, I know everybody's secrets that I'm around. And I can't tell nobody's secrets to nobody. I said, I know everybody. So I have nobody to talk to. And she said it started way back, and it started back in my childhood. My Amy was on drugs. My Amy was on drugs for 2 years before anybody even knew. But I kept her kids here. So I knew. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
you
saying?
really can. Face to face is a better interaction.
So, my uncle, drug addict, you know what I'm saying? I was a kid that came up in the 80s and 90s.
Woo.
When drugs was really out there.
I'm a product
When
of it.
homes was being broken, you know what I'm saying? And still, my
That's
mom and
crazy.
dad never touched drugs. But they had the same other side.
Right.
The little hymns and hymns on the other side.
You know how life get, man. That don't mean it right, but yeah.
But as they started, as they was raising us, they had to keep acquiring stuff. Like I was
Right.
telling him, ever since I've been 11, my parents have threatened to break up every year, get a divorce every year since I was 11. All the way up until I left the house.
Some shit happens like
You know what I'm
that.
saying? But when you acquire houses and cars
Right.
and shit like that, you don't want to go back to living in no apartment.
You don't want to downgrade. You don't want to backtrack.
You don't want to have to
Right.
go back to mama's house. You know what I'm saying? And you damn sure don't want half of nothing.
No, because you came with all of something intended.
So we done built man caves, we done built garages, we done built tree houses,
Right.
all this different stuff, so people can separate
That's
and be
sad.
comfortable while they separate.
Because
We got 9 TVs in the house. The smallest TV is a 48 inch.
sheesh.
So it's places where you can go and just speak to yourself. I find my grandson in some of the oddest places looking at TV. Because we got a TV everywhere, huh?
I feel you, man. What trip you
Well,
out,
Most
cuz?
people they see you, and you know, they talk about how, you know, a man is this and a man is that.
Yeah.
And then a woman is this.
A woman
And
is
I
there.
thought about some shit when we was talking about secrets.
Yeah.
And so
See, that went over a lot of heads right there.
I'm not gonna I'm not gonna try to be emotional about the shit.
Cool.
Just hear me out and just kind of like go in the picture with it.
Alright.
So, you know, I used to watch my mama be, you know, get beat, like you said, as far as dealing with the whole drug situation. Now, say, when a person gets drunk and do all this extra shit, they like to have fun and blame the other motherfucker for the reason why they're doing some shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I swear I understand that shit.
The only person you find is the man in the mirror, like Michael Jackson said.
So, think about it. 3 days, the nigga had to hear this shit. I tried, don't get me wrong. I heard what you thought about or what you said as far as not letting shit get to you.
Being
But for
stoic.
some, I don't, and excuse me for what I'm about to say.
No,
for
cool.
some fucking reason, I just couldn't.
But that's the goal. And I can't do it all the time, because you know what I'm talking. Essay is getting under my skin.
You was at your threshold. No, let him finish. Let him finish.
For some reason, something snapped.
It's a threshold. Yeah, he's starting to realize something.
Like I
Yeah,
said, never let a door open or never open a door
that you can't.
so where it's hard or you can't close.
But see, the only reason why
Oh,
I'm
let-
really
let-
nervous
let-
why
let-
I try to
let him finish cooking.
certain shit,
I feel you.
because the way my brain is set up, nigga,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to think about it. But I'm gonna be honest with you. When I do think, I try.
Yeah.
Well, see,
But at a certain point,
I used to have.
when
But
it's
that's-
time
Your
to go,
attitude,
when it's
your
time to go, nigga, I snap right there.
But
bro.
look, see, that's your growth, though, my
Because
nigga.
it ain't no
But see, that's your growth. You already recognize it, though. See, that's what I'm trying to say. You ain't did nothing wrong. You recognize it's a
Yeah.
trigger here. So with that being said,
That's
you
like-
ain't putting it on safety. You getting more in control. Just avoid that if you can. And when it came, that came up for it, right?
And I ain't gonna lie, my ex-wife, you feel me? She did help me become a better person,
To go
Yeah.
get me some water.
but you feel me? Like,
And he got to say something.
Women
And
are
then
trying to be,
act like
trying
he
to
don't
tear
hear me.
down,
And
but
act like he
always
don't know
know
what water is. And all this shit. And I'm saying, say, nigga, you said everything.
You don't know what's behind that shell. You crack it.
right.
You don't know what I was
So once he
protecting.
does, once he does
Yeah,
it a couple times,
yeah, yeah,
it's an
yeah.
aggravating.
Heal it,
Yeah.
cause it's a scab. Don't let it bleed.
Right.
It's hard to stop it.
Because I don't think everybody else not aggravated.
I like
It
that.
could
So
aggravate
you
you,
can
you know what
cope
I'm saying?
with cure shit.
So, but the smallest thing is probably what triggers it.
But
It's a fossil of past at that point. Be there. I'm with you, baby.
when they sound like Humpty Dumpty,
Never had
get
anybody
clumsy.
No, you're right, Magic. But that ain't for me. I'm speaking on G shit right here. Me and my nephew. Go ahead.
Around some clumsy people,
Because
and like Humpty Dumpty, that motherfucker will break in, and like how he said, I used to be
Hold that
one
cup
of
of water,
them
you wasn't saying that.
was an exploder.
You'll try to keep that motherfucker confused from there, but it's so close. But it's good though. Not on you though.
Watching them grow
Yeah, that's
up.
why I off the muscle a motherfucker because before I let you think that I'm sweet, I'm gonna show you I'm bitter as fuck, but I can be cool as shit.
The Kool-Aid man. Oh yeah.
But I'm breaking through your shit like.
Oh, let's do it. Oh, let's do it. Yeah. Oh, my bad.
Oh, y'all right. Y'all okay.
Yeah. It was just one of them moments like we kind of spazzed out right
See,
there.
that's why I say that I live all of it.
I
You
get
know, most people say, well, I came from a broken home. Well, I can't say that. You know what I'm saying? But my home did have some problems. It
Right.
wasn't money problems. It wasn't the lights and water going on and all. It wasn't them, but it was different problems.
You know what? In the Bible, they say the sins of thy father follow thy son. I believe that's when you become a man. You look back on what you wish would have been different coming up.
And you try your
Because-
best to correct and fix everything that you seen and then that was fucked up to where you kept the good going.
But
But
there
the
was-
fucked up
yep.
you had to change to where it
Yep.
wouldn't be a repeated cycle.
And all along creating a whole nother perpetual cycle,
Yeah.
possibly unbeknownst to you, of
Yeah.
trauma.
Yeah.
So no, man, you just gotta get better, understand what it is, and we can identify, we
These
can
people
grow
break
from
their
it.
necks to get their kids better than what they had.
Generational curses.
Right.
We can still do better if we can recognize it. Like I was giving him, like I'm giving him his rose, dead ass. I'm talking about I'm giving him the whole Mary Jane Clove, nigga. You hit that shit. If you know the trigger shit, anybody who hit that trigger mark, ain't no reason to be around them. I would have that conversation with them. And if it always gotta come up, sometimes you gotta come down and leave their ass in the attic.
And I'm gonna tell you, y'all do something. I know y'all do something. I think about him, but I ain't seen it yet. I know y'all fly with him from 0 to 200. Like
Yeah, I ain't
I
really.
used to be that way. And when I drank, that's when I don't drink.
Dipping in the
That's when I don't drink.
I
Because
I
when
paid
I
you.
drank, you can't be talking around me. Right?
Type
Because
shit.
I think, hey, you talk about me. I get 7 feet tall.
Don't get me started.
Would you fight her, Fred?
I had to cut out. You know what I'm saying? But the attitude was still there. So I had to do something else to get the attitude down. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So then I made everything seem funny.
Yeah.
Get high and make everything
Yeah,
seem
that's
funny.
goof
So then I
off.
just stayed high all the time. But I was
Mhm.
functional and getting shit done. But I was just smoking a lot of weed.
To keep yourself,
Yeah.
ooh, but little did you
But
know,
that was the start. Then when I got
Mhm.
off the weed,
to a whole nother level.
I managed to keep myself from getting angry.
Mhm.
But women with us is the main thing that will get us angry.
Yes.
So you have to feed them with a long handled spoon.
In most
Even though they
situations,
try to
depending
make
on who you're
spoon
dealing
so
with,
big,
obviously.
Baby shark spoon.
Baby
Still let
shark
that
spoon.
spoon be a long handled spoon.
I mean, but you're right in the lifestyle that
Because she
we're
gonna give you
speaking
some
of.
of the best that she got them first 3 runs before you eat.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she might even do it for a couple of more runs.
But when they see that you gonna continue to come back, and that's when they continue with the extra bullshit.
And see how far they'll go. I heard they say they'll test you, but not all. But still.
When you see the bullshit, don't eat.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm.
Like,
But then you extra if you just
like
cut it out
Moneybagg
right there
said,
though.
when you show me a flaw, that fallback game is full of fit.
On God.
Yeah, no problem.
Get out.
Hey y'all, I appreciate you. Magic. Hey yo, Fallen. Thank you so much, baby man. Everybody who joined, you know what I'm saying? Like, subscribe. I'm gonna try to do this more often. Y'all make sure y'all have a blessed one, man. The piece of hair grease, and let's get better every day. Later.